Hi everyone, today's video is about stopping comparing yourself with others. I actually made this video the other day and I was feeling quite emotional, so I thought, well, I'm just going to sit and make it again and talk through from my perspective, how actually comparing myself with others is quite I find it's quite damaging, and occasionally I need to just give myself a slap and just say, no, stop doing this, it's not good for you. So I thought I'd share this with you because I am absolutely sure that I'm not alone. I mean, I compare myself to friends on Facebook who always seem to be doing marvellous things and going to places and checking into places. And I think, oh, I haven't done anything exciting for ages. I just want to put my pajamas on and hope no one knocks on the door. It's that feeling of actually, oh. So the way that I sort of cope with that is that I don't look at Facebook that often now. Perhaps only once a day that I'll have a look and see if there's any notifications or something. Because sometimes it is good to see what's going on in the local area and things, but I just try not to just scan through pictures of things, because quite often it just feels like people are showing off and I don't want to see it, and I kind of just feel like it's more healthy not to be looking at it all the time. I think that's true with kids as well, that it can be damaging. Kids want to know what each other's doing, of course they do. I'm not blind to that, but I do think it's damaging. Oh, this person's having so much more exciting life than me, but are they really? Are they? But imparting that to young people is hard. So I guess the second thing is around like my home. So it can be quite easy to feel sort of inadequate or inferior when you know people that have really big houses and lots of land and all of that, and you just think, oh, okay, I'm just in like a 3-bed semi in the UK, and it can start to make you feel a bit like, oh, okay, not good enough, or that you haven't achieved enough because you can't afford to actually buy a bigger home. But then you think, no, for goodness sake, I have a nice home, decorated it, and I was lucky enough to have some time, when I wasn't working. I did loads of stuff around the home to decorate it. Stuff we want to do, the stuff we'd love to do that we can't afford to do, or we wouldn't have the time to do. But it's our home, and it's where we are bringing up our kids, and it's where I feel safe, and I need to just remember that actually, if my house was 2 or 3 times the size, you still have the same things that you want to do to it. But you're going to have your bigger mortgage and all of that. And we're very lucky to live where we do, being surrounded by lovely neighbours, things like that. So yeah, big slap in the face for that one. That I need to stop just comparing myself with others. I guess another area is other mums. You can easily feel like you're not doing a good enough job, or that you're not spending enough time with your children, that you're not doing enough with them. And like on the internet, you see this again on YouTube and things like that. It can be really, you can feel a bit like, oh my goodness, I need to step up my game. And then I think, and I have to give myself a slap and say, no. I work. I'm working. I have to do all of the, arranging for everything for the children and running the home. And it is enough that I spend time with my children. I'm close to my children. And I just have to remember that actually what someone else is doing is not relevant to what I am doing as a mum. I am doing a good job. I'm doing a good enough job with my children. I do compare myself on YouTube. I can't help it. There are times when I feel like, oh, I haven't achieved enough. But then I guess I think, well, I'm working. I don't have as much time to make my videos and edit my videos and to give it the time to actually promote things perhaps in the way that I should. I also don't, I'm still learning, even though I'm a year in doing this. I still feel like I'm learning. And so I just have to try to keep that into perspective, that if I had tried to sit down, say, a year ago and be making videos, every week, which I didn't to begin with. I didn't make very many. And so if I would have said to myself, I'm going to do that and I'm going to be producing 1 or 2 videos every single week, I just wouldn't, believe that. So I also have to keep that into perspective, that it is the area of my life, and I feel that I'm so lucky that I've got this tool, and I have to remember that I've got YouTube and I've got these amazing subscribers who I think of as such lovely, supportive, positive people who support me and make, and keep me going. And I have to remember that's actually, I'm not going to compare myself. I'm me, and you're the same. You're you, you're unique, and what you have is enough. I have got a quote on my phone. I look at this all the time because I find that, again, I need a slap, and I need a virtual slap as well. So I will go onto my Pinterest, which is where I've saved it. And it's a really good quote. I don't know where it's come from, but the quote is, I am enough. Who I am is enough. What I do is enough, and what I have is enough. Now, I find that really, really powerful, and there are times when I think, I'm having these negative feelings about myself, about academically, perhaps with my work, what I'm doing, or with social media, with YouTube, and if I read that, it just makes me go, yes, I'm enough. I have enough. And I think as well that there are times I have to tell myself, I am rich. I don't have lots of money in the bank, but I am rich in ways that are really, really important. I have such a lovely and loving family. I have a home. I have a car to drive, even if it isn't the latest. I've got my YouTube, which is my hobby, my creative thing that I do for me. So in so many ways, I am rich, and I want you to do that as well, is to just acknowledge that actually I don't need to think about what other people are doing. What I have right now is enough. And we all want more, we're all aiming for more. But if you can sort of accept sort of where you are and just say, no, what I have right now, the life I've made for myself right now is enough. And that should be enough for you as well. So that is the message that I wanted to send today. Stop comparing yourself with others. You're amazing, and you're unique, and you are enough. If you are not one of my subscribers, then I would love to have you as one of my subscribers. If you would like to leave a comment, that would be amazing, and then give me a thumbs up and I'll know whether you like this kind of video, this sort of sit down chatty ones. But I will see you all in the next video. Bye.